a lot if I if I have my microphone turned on. I want to try doing more longer form content. I personally like to watch it, and I think like trying to condense things down into like a 15-minute episode, especially if I'm running like vaults or something in there, just needs to have the longer content. Now, EXO gave me or tried to give me the suit. The suit, very nice, very nice. There's some rare. There's some. I don't know what that helmet is actually. Hang on a sec. Why is it? Why is it all the things? Oh, because it's got that legendary area of effect. Ooh, man, that is nice. That is nice, and it's really only two levels. Like, that is such a wicked helmet. But here's the thing. I would totally take this. But now I'm committed to this bit. So we're gonna return this. But I'm too lazy to like pick it up, take all the gear off, pick it up. So we're dang it. Give me that back. Give me that back. I don't really understand how arm stands work, but yeah, that yep. Like I said, we're gonna return this. I'm gonna need more fishing rods. I don't think it's gonna be worth enchanting these. Aw, Sag, dude. That counts as a friendly creature. If I give that, yes, if I give that armor stand enough fishing rods, it'll stop taking mine, right? Okay, I can't go any higher. Because this little Easter egg I have end crystals up here to try to add a little bit of movement and light coming out of the attic. So I am not willing to go through here. That's all I needed to do. Just I Okay. Yoink. Ah. Still gotta bring it up to here. Because if I'm doing this, I'm committing 100%. Oh, I really do need to stream mode turn on. So it's been some time. A little bit of time has passed. I haven't actually sat here and looked at my character for a minute. The eyebrows are fantastic. I'm working on getting to level 70. I think that's pretty much like kind of the main priority for myself. Just getting all sorts of things built up, unlocking new mods, which I've done a little bit. Beaver unlocked Botania, which is why I now have some eyebrows, and I also decided it was time to expand the base a little bit. So I did a little bit of remodeling. And I now have a slight remodel. Just really a facelift. So what do you think? What do you think? It's not done by any means. I still have a lot of texturing and dimension stuff because it's a little flat. I will admit, the walls are a little flat. I'm not a builder by any means, so I don't really know what I'm doing. But do you really like what I've started to do? Let's take a little bit of a tour of the facility, shall we? The main foyer here, which has this beautiful fireplace for lighting purposes. Have these prismarine blocks in here. I love how this looks, especially from outside, because it's like a subtle thing, just adding some depth. It's adding some light around the base. I think it really looks nice. But really, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to use the vault blocks, and I'm like I'm trying my hardest to try to convince myself to use them. Um, I got these pillars. I may have forgotten to put that up. I have this nice sandstone floor. I have this tower, which I'm working on. I think this is a little too busy. I think if I just have some dark oak or some oak, maybe a combination of dark oak and oak bookshelves, it's gonna look a little better because I just seems like a bit of a mess and it's like detracting from the tower, which is already kind of like chaotic. and almost like it's organically growing and hooking into the building. I is I guess you could already tell I've unlocked create. Currently working on dark oak. It's not a very automatic setup right now. It's not even on deloading. Although I do have like an idea that it might be deloading directly into the base. Just a really simple free farm and just some storage. Like this is already full. Oh my goodness. Just been cranking. Actually, I'm just gonna turn that off because I think I'm good on dark oak for a minute. Move my crafting grid up here. I'm not sure where. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Fill up my inventory a little bit. Unfortunately, downstairs is not really any better. I was kind of the victim of a prank, and there was a demagnetizer in my base somewhere. So I took the opportunity to kind of like make some space in the base, because like I'm gonna have to tear up a lot of this area. Like this is all good building area that I can use, that already has cables like and everything. It has all the infrastructure involved. And yeah, let's go this way. I've been running quite a few vaults. I've also managed to unlock eye spawners. This is very very ugly, very large. It's like, if I remember correctly, which I probably don't, it's like 16 by 16 or something. Massive. And I have modular routers pushing into this. I couldn't figure out how to get swords to get voided. Kind of like this. Like I have the ominous banners and stuff initially were being picked up by this modular router and just spat directly into this lava that was voiding it, making it pretty easy to deal with. But like stone swords, for example, I couldn't figure out how to get it to void properly. So they're sort of just like down here, and I push this little create button. A little bit of lava fills the killing chamber, which is gonna have all the junk in it. It's not exactly automatic, but it's way more automatic than it should be. I don't have dark utilities, so I figured like the best thing I could do is use create, and I just have it's all daisy chained together from this little water wheel, and it's just cranking. A little dispenser with lava. I have some modular routers with the activator module, and some vault swords with the damage roll and looting. That way, they don't take any durability damage. They do a lot of damage. And I get all the benefits of killing something without actually being down here. And yeah, I tried to kill some evokers, and they messed me up really bad. So I wouldn't recommend specifically killing evokers. Just have a little maintenance hatch down here. This is the other sword. It's very very ugly down here, and I'm just getting power. I know I said I wasn't going to use power mod, but I haven't unlocked power. Okay, I haven't unlocked it. I just asked Beaver to hook me up with with just the basic guy, and I'm using the same system where the modular routers pull in energy, and just the absolute cheapest situation I can put the least amount of resources into making this, and it just like, because these guys don't use a lot of power, but they do use a little bit because you need power. They need to be powered to attack stuff. and it's just infinite. I never have to worry about it again. But yeah, this is it's a great setup. Honestly, like it would be nice if I had some dark utilities and I had like a player damage played, whatever, but I don't think I'm ever gonna need to do that. They do mobs kind of stack up. They like to stack up right here, because they basically like queue on the belt. So there's a little bit of wasted time, I should say. So it's it's not nearly as efficient as I would like for this to be, but it works out great. The modular router has just a vacuum, and as you can see, I have blacklisted stone swords specifically because I've been farming coal with this from wither skeletons, and they're just instantly filling up my storage system, and I didn't want to manually have to deal with that all the time. And I also have a vacuum module specifically for bottles of enchanting. I thought I was gonna have to use two separate modular routers, but it does seem to play nicely as long as they're like this. As long as I'm picking up the items first and then I'm getting XP afterward, it seems to work out pretty well. So, yeah, I haven't really been too busy. I've even got some little just basic create stuff going on. And I learned something really funny about create that I thought I knew, but I'm not I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. For some reason, these blaze burners, they really like eggs. I love it so much. It's only like a couple of seconds. If I could like have like 40 or 50 chickens in like a single block space, negate the entity crabbing, and maybe have some sort of like system to just spit eggs into the sky like every time they're up, that would probably work, but I don't need it. I don't need it. I have a colossal chest here. I'm trying to design things in a way that if someone doesn't have a mod, they can they can use these guys, because I don't think you need to know colossal chest to be able to interact with the colossal chest, and it just a barrel feed, like very simple ore doubling. And I wanted it just accessible to everyone. It's always running all the time. It's pretty much free. Like, I don't need to use the blaze cakes just to make this operate. But if I was going to put like multiple of these guys together, maybe I'd have a different setup. But for now, I'm pretty happy with what I've got. I'm totally broke though. I'm totally out of resources. This steam engine kind of took everything I had. Well, that steam engine and eye spawners and all of the little create bits and bobs. The cogwheels kind of hurt a little bit. Anyway. So I got that going. And really, like, the only thing I have to do now is finally get to level 60, which I might be able to do in the next vault. And finally, I'll get to open all of these crates. Just because I really do need the resources, I have been opening all of the bounties I've been getting. So if I get a bounty, I'll open it up because I'm like specifically trying to get like chromatic iron or chromatic steel and larimar and gold, which is a hot commodity. not particularly good at this game, so I keep getting myself into situations where I'm way too greedy and I die. Um, so bad things end up happening, and I pay for it. My body is starting to get a little bit more expensive. Um, Not too bad so far, but I have been using the spell book, which is another 18 gold. So that's basically that's 51, 59 gold. Kind of getting expensive. Like I can't even afford to die twice, and it's only going to get more expensive every time you die. But yeah, I'll be right back once I replace all of these cacophony of bookshelves with something that's a little more presentable. So I think this looks a little bit better. It's not as distracting from this. In fact, it's almost maybe not distracting enough anymore. I feel like that comes out a little too much, actually. Yeah, it's a little more even. Again, I'm not a builder. I don't know what I'm doing. I just kind of like, there's not a lot of reasoning behind what I'm doing. I just thought it kind of was going to be cool. I wanted to have more amethyst in this area, which I don't know. Maybe I'll figure out a way to do it and not have it look like an eyesore. But it's already a lot going on in here. I don't want to. I feel like I've already have enough going on for this interior, and I still have to do all of this. Kind of happy with this fireplace. Anything brass. Anything brass is just good. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with it. Still not sold on the pillars. I got a little bit more work ahead of me as far as like creating some like beams or something. Probably gonna have some more dark oak beams coming across here. Kind of making it look like this roof is supported. Excellent, excellent. I'm glad to see that's working. Was kind of worried, and it seems to be generating more saplings than it's. Oh, it is not creating more saplings than it's. I don't know what I'm talking about. Hopefully, I don't have to go farm more jungle saplings. Seriously, whatever genius made it so that you can interact with the the contraption. Whatever genius figured out how to interact with the contraption while it's moving is not getting. I hope they're getting the recognition they deserve. Like that's brilliant. That's brilliant. I wish that it was happening before, and I'm so glad it's happening now. Like basically, nothing down there matters as long as it's organized in a way that I could easily just go into my crafting grid and just look it up. Acacia, I guess, is my next tree. Um, I never have to go downstairs again. So problem solved. So what do y'all think about the build so far? Beaver was telling me that I should consider doing some shading, like have I could probably like these deep slate tiles up here, uh, and having more faded out. Oh, I forgot a slab. Oops, whoopsie. What? Oh no. Oh, it's a tragedy. I don't know if I have like the building prowess to be able to like shade this properly, and I might even just ignore it. Lots of things I could do. But anyway, this specifically, this is a bit of a lore build here. That this beautiful rib cage, this cake cage, the portal room that Beaver made, like really inspired me. Like I really felt like something inspirational about like how beautiful this build is, and I just really want to showcase like again like how cool it is, and like the map itself just phenomenal. Like it's perfect pixel art, and it looks good IRL too. Or it looks good in game and on the map. Really inspired me that maybe this tower, the inhabitants of this tower, had something to do with that dragon skeleton being there, and I wanted to make something that like looked like it survived an attack. And I discovered this rainbow glass from Alex's mobs just totally randomly yesterday, as like right before I started building. And when I saw it, I knew that this was going to be like the gash was going to be magically sealed, and just looks. I think it just looks great. Like it perfectly works. I got really lucky and I got like yellow and green, because it obviously does like it'll do like a rainbow. I probably depending on like the seed, like because if you place a line of it, it'll go from everywhere from like yellow to purple and red, and I don't know if it would look nearly as good with being more red. So I got really, really lucky here. Kind of played around with the whole idea of like a charred damage thing, and I think I pulled it off. I don't know. Like I'm not a strong builder. But anyway, so that is all the time I have. I forget I have the eyebrows on. I've had the eyebrows on for a little bit now. Whoops. And I just think I think it's so funny. I think it's so funny. Well, until next time, have a good one. Goodbye.